guys, it's Olivia and welcome back to Live in Literature. Thank you so much for all the love and support I received in my last video, and if you have not seen it yet, feel free to head on over to my channel to check it out. Well guys, I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed last week's videos about monster romance. It was one of my favorites to film so far this year, and it has been an excellent year of reading. And as you can see from this said excellent year of reading, I am presenting you with today's video, which is the only books that I have rated 5 stars so far in the year of 2025. Now, surprisingly, we've had quite a few. I have read 28 books so far this year. I know, amazing, right? It's really, truly incredible.
She's really good.
I am on a roll so far this year. I have read 28 books, and of those 28 books, 8 of them have been 5-star reads. But I would like to say, in a caveat for the excellence of reading, only 3 of those books are books that have actually come out this year. So 3 of the books I'm going to be recommending today are books that have actually come out this year. But the rest of the books, the other 5 that I'm going to be talking about, are books that have come out in the past couple of years that I've read this year that deserve a 5-star read rating. And there are many incredible books on this list, and I hope that I'll be able to give you guys some inspiration because, as I bet many of you are feeling right now, I can just tell from looking into the camera, looking into what you guys are thinking, I can just tell many of you are hitting your March reading slump.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Many people start to slow down during the month of March. I don't know what it is about the time of year. I don't know if it's because we're in between spring and summer and like the weather can't seem to figure out what it wants to do, but I can just tell so many of you are in a slump and don't know what to read next. And so that is why I am here to bring you some amazing book recommendations to get you out of said reading slump and to jog your bookish memory and to get you excited about reading again. So, but before we get into that, I want to talk about what I just finished reading, and we will be talking about it in today's video because it was one of the 5-star reads that I've read so far this year. So I want to talk about what I just finished reading versus what I'm currently reading. I just finished reading Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. Guys, the second prequel in the Hunger Games series, truly life-changing, like unfreaking real. And we'll be talking about it more in today's review. Please excuse the little cute bookmark. This is what I'm letting my roommate is reading this book right now. And I don't want to ruin her place where it's at. So you can see a cute little guy right here. He's just peeking out. But anyways, I absolutely loved this freaking book. I think it was phenomenally written. I think Suzanne Collins has only gotten better at her craft and at writing ever since she took that long hiatus between the first trilogy and this new trilogy that she's starting to do with these prequels. Absolutely unreal. I cannot wait to talk about this one in today's video, but this is what I just finished reading. And what I'm currently reading, as I stated last week, I'm still trying to get through First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I have not started yet. I haven't actually started anything yet. I've been kind of like in a little bit of a slump myself trying to figure out what I want to read. But I think I'm going to end up reading Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen, which is a cute YA book. And essentially like they've loved each other in 1,000 lifetimes and they've killed each other in every single one. It's these 2 people who continue to fall in love and kill each other in every single lifetime.
It sounds great.
It sounds weird. Sounds like my kind of gum.
And honestly, I find that very beautiful and very poetic. And so I can't wait to give this one a go. It sounds really fun. It sounds really neat. And I can't wait to read it. Now, before we get into today's 5-star reads, just a quick little housekeeping for anyone who wants to know. I will be gone this coming weekend. I will be posting this video on Saturday. But when you guys are watching it, I will be gone. I will be out of town. And I will not be uploading next Saturday. I think it's the 5th. April 5th, I will not be uploading a video because I will be out of town in Peru. I'm going to be in South America, guys. Very exciting stuff. And so because I'm going to be out of town, I will not be uploading next week on the 5th. So I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you?
Sometimes a girl can only do so much before she goes on vacation, and I do tend to travel a lot. So I'm so sorry about the missing video, but I hope you guys will stay tuned for our next big one after I get back from Peru, and I'll be including some clips from the trip, of course, so that you guys can all see what's going on. But back to the 5-star reads. We have a plethora of recommendations for you guys today. I have a plethora of things to be talking about. And all of these books are a wide variety, ranging from contemporary to fantasy to romance to mystery thriller, like all in between. Like it's an all-encompassing 5 stars that I have for you guys today. So let's get started. And obviously, because we have so many books to get through, I'm going to be kind of rapid firing through most of these because we have tons to get through. But let's start with the first book that I rated 5 stars so far this year. And that was Blood Over Brayhaven by M.L. Wang. This is a dark academia, politically charged magic, like discrimination book of the ages. This book is gorgeous. This has to do with a young woman named Siona. She's the first mage in an all-male mages college, and she essentially is trying to create a product that is going to help this city that she's created in this like steampunk kind of created world. There's a divide and discrimination between different types of people of different religions in this world, and essentially she and her partner Famil end up like joining together and collaborating, and they end up uncovering this huge plot that's going on in the city that she lives in. This book has to do with feminism. This book has to do with like fighting the power and fighting the people that are holding us down. This book is political, it is raw, it is gory, it is messy, and it's beautiful. Like honestly, it is extremely well written. The science-based magic in this one is literally too much fun. And this was one of the most like jaw-dropping and like upsetting things that I've read so far this year. Definitely upsetting is the way that I would describe how I felt after finishing this book.
That is disgusting. Give it to me now.
Truly like heartbreaking and heart-wrenching, but an absolute must read. Like truly unbelievable. One of the best things I've read so far this year. Extremely well written, and I want to read way more stuff by M.L. Wang. Literally a masterpiece in writing. The next one is also a fun, dark academia style novel. We have An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson. Now, I loved An Academy for Liars. An Academy for Liars was an incredible dark academia. This is true dark academia in the highest regard, taking place. We have a young woman named Lennon who gets a call one day as her life is falling apart from Drayton University, a university that essentially takes students from all over the globe who essentially can qualify to, or they're gifted with a specific type of magic called persuasion. And that's persuasion of anything, whether it's persuasion of the mind, persuasion of the body, persuasion of the elements, persuasion of time itself. And Lennon is selected to come to Drayton University to pursue this persuasive ability that she has. And she meets a young professor there named Dante, and Dante and Lennon end up essentially joining forces to uncover a huge plot that is going on in this school at Drayton University. This one is brutal. This one is cutthroat. Something that I love about dark academia that I've spoken out before at length is how dark and gritty and morally gray everyone is. No one is exempt from anything in these books. Everyone has a motive. Everyone will kill you.
If you see anyone,
Murder 'em.
hide.
Everyone will do anything. They will do whatever it takes to kill each other. And that is something that I love about dark academia, is these people are cutthroat. They are gory. There are people unlike any other people that I've ever read about. They are heartless, and I absolutely love it. And I cannot recommend this one enough. The next one I want to talk about, and actually we're going to do these two in one fell swoop. Of course, to take it up a notch, and obviously, like, we just did 2 very dark and serious dark academias. Now I want to talk about something more fun and a little bit silly. We have A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver and Training the Heart by Paisley Hope. My 2 5-star reads for cowboy romances. Guys, cowboy romances are alive and well. They will never die in my book. I love the Cowboys, and long live the Cowboys.
Long live cowgirl.
First of all, A Photo Finish is by Elsie Silver, who is literally the queen of cowboy romances. A Photo Finish has to do with a young man named Cole Harding and a young woman named Violet Eaton. And Violet has come to this place to train horses for jockeys. And, you know, there's an accident and she ends up having to stay in Cole's house. Cole is aloof. He is heartless. He is very cold and brooding. And he and Violet happen to know each other from a very scandalous way that these two happen to know each other. But they're doing their best to stay away from each other. But the heat is just too intense and they can't help themselves. Honestly, I love this one. I thought it was very fun and gritty and very I just loved Cole and his straightforwardness, and I loved Violet and how spicy she was at times. I love that she just could take the bull by the reins and just hang on for dear life, literally and figuratively.
Child. Anyway, so
love that one. And then we have Training the Heart by Paisley Hope. This is the second book in the Silver Pine series, and I love this one. We have a young man named Wade Ashby, an older brother to our lead character from the original book. And Wade is just like grumpy older brother vibes. Like he is giving the things. He runs a ranch. He's tired all the time. He doesn't have time to mess around until Ivy Spencer walks in to become his new horse trainer. Again, 2 books about horse trainers. So I don't know what the parallel is between that. But Ivy Spencer walks in all hot and bothered and honestly, like coming off of a seriously toxic relationship. She's there to escape that. And she and Wade just start, messing around a little bit. And they start getting in each other's grill a little bit. And things heat up big time. If y'all want to get into some spicy cowboy romances,
I said it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
both of these are excellent to pick up and have excellent plot. Not just spice, have great plot too. But I will say I adore both of these older brothers. They are both so sexy. Next, the YA fantasy book that ruined my literal life. You guys all saw it, the crash out online to end all crash outs. We have Wings of Starlight by Allison Saft. Guys, if you want to feel something.
Max! Help me! I'm feeling...
If you want to feel something, read Wings of Starlight. Wings of Starlight legitimately ruined my life because it fulfilled every childhood fantasy and destroyed my life all at the same time. If you have not read and or watched Secret of the Wings, Pixie Hollow vibes, you cannot read this book. You must watch it before you can read this book. The Pixie Hollow girls will understand. The Forest Fairy girls will understand. We have a young Queen Clarion at the start of Pixie Hollow, when Pixie Hollow was very, very young, and she falls in love with Lord Mallory, the Lord of the North. And there's some trouble going on in the winter court, and he needs her help to come and figure out what's going on. But it's dangerous for the winter and spring fairies to cross because essentially their wings can't handle each other's elements. And so it's extremely dangerous for them to be together, and their worlds are colliding in this moment. And will they get to be together, or will they be thrown apart? From my reaction, you might be able to guess what happens, but I am telling you, like, this book is tragic. It is devastating, but it is also the most whimsical and sweet and heartfelt thing that I've read in so long. And the sweet, sweet romance between these two young lovers is truly, like, so tender and so touching. Like, it just breaks my heart over and over again. It's just one of the most tenderest, sweetest romances I have ever read ever. And I truly, truly, truly love this book. The next book I want to talk about is a book that I currently do not have in my possession because I am stupid and I left it with a friend. But of course, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the book of the year, the book of the century. I am talking about Onyx freaking Storm by Rebecca Yarros. Guys, Onyx Storm, one of the greatest releases so far this year. Onyx Storm broke the world. The 3rd book in the Imperium trilogy. Guys, I am just devastated and cannot wait for book 4. Like, I am gnawing at the iron bars of my enclosure, Brittany Broski style.
I'm gnawing at the iron bars of my enclosure. Let me, I need dick.
Like, I cannot wait for this next book. I need to know what happens. For me, Onyx Storm is a 5-star read. I know other people might disagree, but for me, it was all about the characters. It was all about the side characters. It was all about the Riddick and the Sawyer and the Imogen and the Rhiannon and just even Xaden and like the things that he's going through, and Xaden and Violet's relationship and how much I feel like it's getting stronger, but it's also getting weaker at the same time. And I'm just like, it's making me nervous for things to come up. Also, massive redemption for Dane Atos. Like, let's just talk about that. Eyes on me, Dane Atos. Are you kidding me? That was criminal.
Like, he knows damn well what he's doing!
I love him now. I'm in love with Dane Atos. My gosh. Truly the sexiest man in this book at this point, which I never thought I'd say. So, of course, massive congratulations to Onyx Storm. A truly fabulous book. Next, I want to talk about the monster romance that has essentially stolen my heart and has ruined my life. We have Halfling by S.E. Wendell. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. A little monster romance, a cozy monster fantasy gets a 5-star read? Yes, because legitimately, I've never known a love like this orc loves this woman. I've never known a love the way that Auric loves Sorsha. I've never known a love the way that this man loves this woman, because truly, monsters love these people so much more than human men ever will. Like, the monster men have my literal heart. And the romance in this is so tender and so sweet. And the spice is literally so spicing. It's crazy. And I just love these two's desire to be with each other, and that they will do anything in their power to protect one another. Like, I just love it. And I love the story, and I love the sweetness, and I love that it's like it's simple, but it's fun. It's complex, but it's easy. Like, it doesn't have to be so hard. And I just love this story, and it really has like changed the trajectory of my entire 2025 reading. Like, I will be reading monster romance for the rest of the year because of this book. And for that reason, it gets 5 stars. Next, we have another book that made me crash out online, and y'all are not going to be surprised when you see this one. This is the contemporary fiction, the Olympic gold-winning book of the year so far. We have The Favorites by Lane Fargo. Two lovers, Katarina and Heath, two young lovers who decide to do figure skating together, ice dancing for the Olympics, and the rise and fall of their career. Guys, I cannot emphasize this enough, how much this book ruined my life, and how much it was the roller coaster of the century, and how I couldn't have predicted where this book was going at any point that I was reading it, and yet it changed the way that I thought about everything. Like, I am truly so moved. This book was astounding. I've never been through such a roller coaster of emotions before. This book took me on a roller coaster of emotions. And if you are looking for something to absolutely jumpstart you out of your reading slump coma, The Favorites is going to do it. It legitimately changed my life forever, and it is absolutely one of my favorite 5-star reads of the year. And now, last but certainly not least, the last 5-star read of 2025 so far, we have Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. Guys, Sunrise on the Reaping, the prequel about Haymitch Abernathy and what happened at his Hunger Games. Now, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I'm not here to spoil anyone who hasn't finished this book just yet. Obviously, if you're not a Hunger Games stan, you're not going to understand the significance of this book. But for my people who are Mockingjay tried and trues, y'all know what I'm talking about. This book was phenomenal. Suzanne Collins has done it again. I will be honest, I think these prequels that she is writing are even better than the original books that she wrote. I think that she has been planting seeds this whole time to do these prequels, and my gosh, is it changing my literal life. Like, Sunrise on the Reaping was devastating. Haymitch's life is devastating. And it's so crazy because we know the person he became. We know why he is the way that he is. And this book is the tell-all book as to why he is the way he is. And it's so interesting because we know his ending, we knew his ending. And something that my friend and I were talking about the other day with this book was that, like, it's so crazy because you think you're not going to be surprised by the things you find out about in this book. Like, you feel like you're not going to be surprised because technically you know what happens to Haymitch in his book. But there are so many things you don't know. There's so much that they're hiding from you that you find out in here. And you realize how long these people have been fighting the system and fighting against the Hunger Games for so long.
Fire is catching. And if we burn, you burn with us.
It has a cast of characters, of people that made so many cameos that I was just like not expecting it. I was overjoyed to see old friends come back into this. And I was sad to see them too because I know that they're suffering. This book was phenomenal, and Haymitch is so lovable and fun and feisty, but also funny. Like, there were so many moments where I laughed out loud at him because he's so funny. Like, he's so charming and funny and like just real. He's just a real young kid, like fighting for his life out there. And I just loved this book. It's legitimately phenomenal. If you haven't done any of the prequels yet of the Hunger Games, I highly recommend it. I think it's some of Suzanne's best writing, and this book will be highly entertaining to you, even if you are like, it's been years since you've read the Hunger Games. Like, you will pick up on it so fast. This book was so fun. 10 out of 10, 5 freaking stars for Sunrise on the Reaping. So that is all the 5-star reads so far this year. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Living Literature YouTube channel. Again, guys, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I will not be here in the next 2 weeks. On April 5th, I will not be posting because I'm going to be in Peru on a fun trip. But I hope that you enjoyed this week's video, and I hope you'll enjoy all the books that I talked about in today's video. If you'd like to check out any of those, they'll be in the links down below in the description. But again, guys, feel free to comment if there's any video ideas that you guys would like to see. I love you guys the most, and I hope you have a great one. Bye!